guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have an update over here on JP Dokkan. There's a few things we can sort of talk about in this update video. This update is not very big at all. It's a little interesting to me. Maybe, I guess, there could be other things in the future that are going to come from this update, but it's a rather large, 7-hour maintenance that we had, with really just this one sort of change to the game, which is this sort of, addition to a very similar type of thing that, Global has, right? So, for years, Global has had the PILAF Trove pack. It's at certain points, there's been really good value and, really good things in that PILAF Trove pack. There's no doubt about that, right? Think of the UI Goku Christmas. The PILAF Trove packs in there were just absolutely insane, right? So, seems as though the update, basically what they did was they just changed this screen, the sales screen right here, where you buy stones, right? And then now we're able to go ahead and pick up this. This is a very similar thing that Global has got, where we're going to get, what is this, I believe 5 stones right away, and then we're going to be getting 3 stones a day for 15 days. So for me, it's $9. I feel like that price is really good. With tax, I don't know, maybe it'll be like 13 for me or 14 or something like that, maybe even 12, I don't know exactly. But if that's 50 stones, you guys can see that the prices for JP Dokkan are very high compared to Global Dokkan. So any sort of additional bonuses or anything else will be very good. Now, it remains to be seen. They created this whole entire extra section right here. I assume they're going to add other things in here and, fully try and monetize this further. Again, maybe sort of being a JP version of the PILAF Trove. It always has been odd to me that Global has had the PILAF Trove, but JP has not, right? I don't think this is a sign of anything either, any disappointment in the game or anything like that. I think this is just them naturally just adding stuff constantly, right? We got Piton Battle, the same name update. Now we have this sort of a subscription pack that Global has had this for a year now or something, right? This is a lot of stones. This is daily. You're going to be getting a very good amount of stones. So it'll be interesting to see if we're going to see other packs pop in. Because, if they start doing very similar things with maybe, the ticket packs, think about how on Global for, the LR Turles banner, you can get a little pack and there's a ticket on the banner, right? If JP starts doing stuff like that, and, then we can maybe start having so many similar things happening on both versions. It's dude, maybe at that point we actually could begin to see the games, realistically one day get on the same timeline, which is what I really want. I still think no matter what, that is going to benefit both games the most, right? If we go ahead and head back over here and take a look at the update info, that is the only thing that's different, right? Goresh did confirm that there's not really anything besides just them sort of changing that little screen. And then, is it a coincidence that they're using PILAF right there for the actual version update? Probably not. So, I assume we're going to see more added to that screen, potentially in the future. I would also say, if they are going to be adding more to that screen, there's also the chance we could see perhaps Global's will be changed and that theirs will look exactly the same, right? Because right now Global, they've got the PILAF Trove. I believe it's right there in that corner. Perhaps when Global gets this update right here, this one probably would come in May or something like that. Global would also maybe have the PILAF Trove switched over to this screen right here. I would say there's at least a fairly decent chance of that, right? All right, so we're going to take a look at a couple of the other assets that were added into the game as well. And I guess now that I'm not actually on screen... actually, here, let me... I was going to buy this off screen, obviously not to, show any details, stuff like that. But it gives us a look at what's going to happen, right? You get your 5 stones right away. Then you get the 3 stones every single day for 15 days. Again, for $9, it's not really that bad. All right, let me go ahead and grab this right here real fast. Pick that up. And then your boy is going to go ahead and get some additional stones, which will definitely be very, very good. Okay. So, JP also got this wallpaper right here. This makes sense because I believe. Wait, doesn't this start? Actually, didn't this? Wasn't this like right now that this was starting? Or is this is like in 24 hours ish? Let me take a look. Was it this is the 25th or the 24th? I actually can't remember. It's the 25th. Okay. So this co-op campaign is going to begin. We'll see how the co-op campaign is going to sort of work. Again, during the 6-year anniversary, there was 2 different of these campaigns. I might as well just go ahead and pull it up and talk about it. One of them was where we would sort of, you could do certain stages and you would get assigned points. The other one was beat any stage with certain characters and you would get points. This actually I thought was rather fun during the 6-year anniversary. Just like, so like link leveling with Reps of Universe 7 characters is giving you points, and it made you feel like you were doing a little bit something extra, right? So again, this is a part 1 version where like you're beating all of these stages right here, and you would get a point just by beating those stages, right? And then again in part 2, it was a little bit different where again you were using Reps of Universe 7 category characters, and you were getting a point for beating every stage with 3 or more Reps of Universe 7 category characters. So perhaps it'll be like beat stages with, movie hero characters or something like that. I think that will probably be the best way to do it. That could be really fun. And then we'll see if that Goku, right, on this wallpaper, if he might become an LR or a Dokkan Fest at some point in the next couple months. I would say there's a decent chance. The next summonable LR for JP, I believe, would be slated to be mid-April. I believe LR Vegeta Nappa was sometime around the 16th or so maybe in that time frame. Also, I do think Global is likely to get for Goku Day, like I don't know if I'd call it really a global first, as more so I expect maybe like a global and JP at the same time type unit. And I do think it's very possible actually that it could be this Goku. Like an LR version of this Goku as like a global and JP at the same time, or a global first, I think would make a lot of sense to me personally, right? But there's not going to be one. The next banner on both global and JP is going to be a Dokkan Fest. Probably like a week and a half. I would say like maybe like the 2nd to the 5th. We're probably going to see Global and JP get like a new Dokkan Fest added into the game. So that'll be interesting, right? Okay. We also have the Trunks. This is the Chain Battle Trunks boss right here. We can actually go back in game real fast. And then I could pull up the Chain Battle notice in here, and we could take a look at the characters that are going to be, sort of these special characters. It is going to be a bunch of Broly and Android characters. So I don't know how good this one is going to be. I mean, I do have 11 Brolys right there, so this one probably isn't going to be that bad. Because I feel like Broly, like, typically these are really bad when it's like, okay, Reps of Universe, like, remember how it's like, all the UI Gokus and stuff like that for the Jiren one, where the hero side, but then the villain side, it's just like Angel Golden Frieza, and it's like, feels like people don't really have like all those Angel Golden Friezas. They don't have the SSRs, the TURs, they don't have the resources put into them. But for this one, I feel like a lot of people are going to have Broly cards like done and Rainbowed and stuff like that. So this one might not be as bad as some of the other previous potential ones, right? I think I have, wait, is this, okay, here, let's pull up the Chain Battle details real quick. See, I don't think there's anything additional on here. Oh, this is the 10th, wow, we're on the 10th Chain Battle already. How good, right? How good. And I think besides Trunks, that's basically it. And then just a bunch of the assets for sort of that Pilaf Trove sort of section right there. We got that. We have the Daily Dragonstone shop. I don't think there's really anything else too much actually in the game added in this update besides those. One other thing I did want to point out right here is for Patan Battle. I almost might make this a separate video, honestly. So there's sort of like these hidden conditions right here. The story of Dragon Ball seems to be a hint. So there's like extra ways you can win battles and stuff like that, right? So it looks like if you pick a character that like sort of like, beat the character like in the series, like you have like I guess like you're not gonna have to bring as many characters. Like you're gonna win easier. And this is the full list right here, right? So we can see it's again basically just the characters that beat all the other ones, right? So not really too bad. And then if you bring certain combos of allies, you get extra power and damage as well. So not a shock that the two LRs, the two platinum rarities, are like half of these, right? You see them, they are a bunch of them. Patan Battle is actually really quite fun. Oh wow, Goku works well with like every single Z fighter. Okay, I guess that makes sense. All the Ginyu Force members work well together. The original trio that go to Namek. Yeah, so it's very, very basic stuff right here, right? Patan Battle is pretty fun though. Again, it's a nice little addition to the game. I mean, JP, it's insane. The amount of updates and additions and stuff like that to JP in just the first 3 months of the year is like actually pretty stunning to me. It's like they're doing so much right now. So definitely very, very pleasant surprise. Patan Battle is fun, right? Not the savior of Dokkan by any means, but I personally don't really have an issue for it. Real quick before we end this, is Anime Girl Horse Racing still #1? Let's take a look. Oh my god, dude. This is the first time, and it's beaten by the baseball game. Not a shock, right? This is the first time I've seen Anime Girl Horse Racing off of top grossing legitimately since like the mid of February or something like that. Like I've been keeping my eye on this. This has been #1 for weeks and weeks and weeks, and it's replaced just by another one of the juggernauts. This is the main baseball game, right? Then there's Monster Strike, Puzzle and Dragons. Dokkan has fallen back a little bit, but you know the banner's been out for over a week now, so not really too surprising. So all right, there we go. There is this version update. Very long maintenance for not a lot added in, right? Just the Chain Battle Trunks boss. Not really too much going on right here, right? Again, Chain Battle boss, and then the, sort of like JP subscription thing that's added in here. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.